In February 1241, the Mongol armies advanced deep into the Polish lands, destroying the cities and villages of Poland along the way. Baydar Gengisides, the commander-in-chief of the Golden Horde, in the lands of Poland, gathers all his armies and goes to meet the King of Poland, Henry II the Pious. Baydar at full speed hurried to the positions of the Polish army in order to prevent the king from uniting his armies with the King of the Czech Republic Václav I for a general battle. While waiting for reinforcements from Bohemia, the King of Poland prepared for battle by forming an army formation. The units of the Krakows and the Knights of Silesia joined the Polish army. Mercenaries from the German and Bohemian Knights, the Templars and the Teutonic Knights also arrived. Henry's army consisted of 8,000 people, exactly the same number was under the command of Baydar Gengisides. When the Mongol army showed up, the King of Poland immediately formed the traditional European formation. The vanguard was occupied by knights, mercenaries and volunteers. The center of the army consisted of Krakowians and the Knights of Silesia. The other flank was occupied by the Teutonic Knights. The huge cavalry of the Golden Horde was rapidly approaching the positions of the European knights. The leaders of the Polish army did not even realize that the battle had already begun. The Mongol cavalry of many thousands in free formation was advancing quickly, and now the Europeans will make their move. The mercenaries and the vanguard of Poland immediately, on the orders of Henry, rushed to meet the Mongol cavalry. The Golden Horde cavalry maintains a distance and, retreating to their positions, shoots the cavalry of the mercenaries and the vanguard with bows. The Mongols' riders surrounded the knightly cavalry and shot from all sides. When the mercenary knights realized that there would be no reinforcements, they immediately decided to retreat. The retreat was extremely difficult for the knights. The leader of the mercenary knights and the vanguard was killed by an arrow. The king orders the crossbowmen to regroup and cover the retreat of the knights, allowing many of the mercenaries to survive. The Mongols drove the knights to the main positions of the Polish army, until the crossbowmen with their volleys stopped the pursuit. The Mongols felt the full power of crossbow bolts and many of the horsemen of the horde fell. The horsemen of the Golden Horde are retreating, avoiding the fire of crossbowmen. Heinrich II decides on a second attack and throws his main units in the wake of the retreating. The onslaught of the Knights of Poland was a success and the European riders managed to tie up most of the Golden Horde cavalry in battle. The morale of the success of the knights increases and they begin to cut out the invaders in close combat with greater fury. After a while, Henry throws into battle the hired knights that had previously retreated. The riders regained their strength and could enter the battle. the Europeans drove the Mongols right up to the positions of Genghisides. However, the offensive was stopped by a provocateur who roamed the battlefield shouting in Polish, "Run, run." One of the leaders of the Polish army got scared and decided to retreat with his heavy knights. King Henry, seeing the retreat of his commander, decides to engage in battle with his reserves. Bader, seeing the entry into battle of Poland's reserves, decides to rush into battle with his elite heavy units of riders. While the main battle was going on in the center, some Mongol cavalry splinter units decide to trample on the infantry reserves in the rear of the Polish knight units. There is an opinion that the Mongol horsemen that rode in the rear of the knightly units of Poland set fire to the grass. The rising smoke and stench crippled the morale of the knights. The king and the European knights fought valiantly, but the commotion in the rear and the acrid smoke did their job. The Polish army is losing the ability to continue to fight. The king decides to retreat with his retinue, but was soon caught up and killed. His head became an adornment of the standards of Genghisides.